Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Healthy Living event sponsored by the Juice Plus community. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carol Turnbow. I'm a senior sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. I wear many hats. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a mama, I'm a CrossFit coach, I'm a CrossFit athlete, but my passion is nutrition and teaching people that food really does heal the body. Tonight, you're going to be hearing from myself and some of my teammates. We've all joined on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And I'm going to start tonight by introducing our product line. Our product line is simple and will continue to be simple because it's food. Juice Plus has figured out how to put fruits and vegetables into a capsule, and it's just the most amazing concept. You're just not going to believe it. So tonight, we're going to start by showing you our tri-pack. This is our fruit, our vegetable, and our berry blend. These three blends are 100% plant-based all the way down to the capsule. They're better than organic, non-GMO, picked at the peak of ripeness with an NSF seal of approval. And what that means is that what is in the product is on the label. This is our berry blend, the purple blend. The label, I'll read it to you, says raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, Concord grape, black currant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and cocoa. My favorite part of our label is this right here. It's a nutrition label. This is not a supplement. Nutrition labels are reserved for food, and this is food in a capsule, like I had stated earlier. 100% vegan all the way down to the capsule, if I didn't say that. We also have a full spectrum of plant-based omegas, another 100% vegan product all the way down to the capsule. It's got omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So we all know that we should be taking fish oil, which is our omega-3s. Well, what Juice Plus has done is they've cut out the middleman. They went to what the fish actually eat to get the omegas, which is the algae. So our blend of omegas is made from algae oil, pomegranate seed oil, tomato seed oil, and some more special oils. So full spectrum of plant-based omegas. We also have our complete protein powder that comes in chocolate and vanilla. We have a new protein powder. It's called Perform. That has more grams of protein per serving. It's a berry blend. I'm pretty sure I ate all mine. I don't have any more. I'm waiting for my next shipment to come in. And last but not least, we have an aeroponic growing system where you can grow. It's called a tower garden. You can grow your herbs, your vegetables. Mine's in my hallway right now. I have 12 inches of snow on the ground, and I have fresh herbs and fresh lettuce in my hallway that I pick off and I make, with my omelets for breakfast or make a nice big salad for lunch. So if you haven't heard about the Tower Garden, definitely need to get with whoever invited you to this call, because the Tower Garden is amazing. It's a great way to grow your food organically. So we have an amazing lineup of speakers, and tonight I would like to introduce you to Rolicia. She is here with her team. They are going to share their stories about our product, about our amazing business. Welcome. Go ahead and unmute and we'll get you started.
Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Yes, my name is Warlesea Fada, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And when I was introduced to these wonderful plant powders, less than or a little more than 3 years ago, I just felt like it was a good idea. I was just like, fruit and vegetables in a capsule, that's great. It'll make it easier for me to eat. I know my family was not eating enough fruit and vegetable, but as little did I know the health advantage that we would have from eating these plant-based powders. It was just amazing. I was chronically fatigued, and I didn't even realize it was called that, chronic fatigue. And I had two children that were in basketball, and I was either dropping one off at a practice or picking one up from a game. And I was exhausted. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was ready to go to bed. And my husband was suffering from high blood pressure, and we both were pre-diabetic. So, the fact that we are no longer pre-diabetic, I have energy from everywhere. And my husband is no longer has high blood pressure. That was the best thing. And when I introduced it to my mother, and she's 73 years old, and she was on 7 different medications, and now she's on zero. I knew that this would be something that I would do for the rest of my life. So I had to look at the the business behind the product because the product was so great. And I'm so glad that I did, because I was always an entrepreneur by heart. And I always wanted to do that full time, but I never saw that light at the end of my tunnel because I, my husband, he's self-employed as well. So I provide all of the health benefits for our family with my 9 to 5 job. So I never thought I would be able to quit my 9 to 5 job. So, but at this point, this particular year, I have made my decision is going to be the last year working, and we are going to spearhead to the top so we can get the benefits that we need for our family. And our team is doing so awesome with doing that. And we're going to be there very, very soon. We only got a little bit to go. So I'm so very happy about that, because at that level, you get health benefits for yourself and your family. So I'm really looking forward to that. And speaking of my team, I have my awesome team on here who I love so very much. And we could start with, I want to introduce Victoria Crockham to you. And this young lady is just doing it. She came right in and just said, what do I need to do? When do I need to do it? How often do I need to do it? And very coachable, very teachable. And she came in and became an SC within 30 or 60 days. 35 days, I think it was, she became an SC. So she's doing it. And I would love to introduce to you Miss Victoria Crockham. Victoria, you unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm still working, but I'm Victoria, and I also live here in Las Vegas. And man, let me tell you, G Plus has been amazing. I came into the business from a customer not wanting to do the business. I came into the business only interested in the tower bar because I love fruits and vegetables. And I was already taking a lot of supplements and this and that. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not interested. But when she showed me the tower garden, I flipped. I was like, oh, yes, this is for me. Got my tower garden. And she's like, just try these omegas. All right. Well, I have some health issues that the omega is really targeting. I have Hashimoto, and I also have fibromyalgia. Well, need to say, my energy levels went up. Fell in love with the omegas immediately. So I'm like, okay, here I go. I'm going to buy another vitamin. And that's how I looked at it at first. And I'm like, when I started reading, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not a vitamin. And Renee Ware, who's my sponsor, she's like, these are vitamins. This is food in a capsule. And so I had to train my mind to say food in a capsule. And I'm like, okay, I get it. So I ordered my products. I got myself on it. I got my son on it. My son, who's also a partner, started using the complete shake, fell in love with it because he loves to work out. But now that he has performance, that's his new go-to. Then I got my baby girl on it, who also has some challenges. It helps with her mindset, especially the omega. Then I got my oldest daughter on, and then I got another daughter on. So it's been moving through my family very well, the omegas, and getting everyone to a point where they appreciate all of the products. Yes, I got to SC within 3 months with the help of having such a wonderful team. Went to my first boot camp back in November 2021, which was amazing. I will be there again this year and look forward to taking my business to the next level with Rolicia, who is an amazing, amazing, amazing team captain. And I'm kind of like Lisa now. Movers and shakers just don't even fit us no more. We're getting beyond. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. That's so encouraging, as I saw some of the comments in the chat saying it's so encouraging. Thank you so very much, Victoria. And the team is who you mentioned, Miss Renee Ware. Miss Renee, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself? Because she also is a major go-getter. And it would only stand to say the reason why the people she bring on is go-getters, because she is such a go-getter. And she's really, really doing so well in our team. And she recently just got promoted to QSSC. So Renee, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Warlesea. I appreciate being asked. My story is kind of long, so I'll try to condense it as much as I can. My name is Renee Ware. I also live in Las Vegas. I'm a mother of 5 children, 13 grandchildren, 11 great-grands, and I just found out I will be a great-great-grandmother in a few months. So needless to say, I've been busy. I've been an entrepreneur, I guess I want to say most of my life, over 50 years. And I just love network marketing, always have. But at the time, I was doing travel. I had my own travel agency. And my sponsor is Andrea Garvin. I sponsored her into travel. And we were doing fine. We booked a lot of travel, did a lot of cruises, went back and forth to New York. I was fine. And I thought I had found my niche finally with travel. I never wanted to do nutrition. I did Mary Kay for many, many years. I didn't want to do anything that you had to apply or ingest because I didn't want to hear about, my stomach was upset, my face broke out. So I just stayed away from nutrition. So we were getting ready to book a cruise as usual. And we were lining up all our people, Andrea and I. And we were getting ready. And so she all of a sudden comes and says, I'm going to an event. I said, what kind of event? It's a nutritional event. I said, well, you go have at it. So she said, okay. She got to the event and it was Juice Plus. So she came back. She said, I went to this event. It's called Juice Plus. I said, okay. She said, it's a nutrition. And she says, it's really something. It sounds really, really good. I said, okay, that's fine for you. We're booking cruises. When we're going to go? You got your people lined up? So now, whenever I'm looking at something, I'm looking at it from a business aspect. So if it don't make money, it don't make sense to me. So I'm not interested in nutrition though. So she comes back again and she says, I've got the gummies and I think these gummies is giving me energy and I think I'm losing a little weight. And I said, okay, but we got to get the people together for our cruise. I don't want to hear about no nutrition. So she comes back again. She says, I just got a check. I said, okay, that's good. You know, you got a check. She said, I said, what did you do? She said, I don't know. I just got a check. I said, well, that's good. So then she comes back again. I just got a promotion and a bonus. I said, for what? She said, I don't know. I just shared it with a few people. And as I was sharing, I got a check and I got a bonus. I'm already promoted. I said, what you say the name of that stuff is again? She said, Juice Plus. I said, you got a check, you got a bonus, and you got a promotion all in a matter of a month? Tell me about this stuff. What I got to do? So mind you, I was diagnosed in 2000 with thyroid cancer. So the thyroid, if you know about the thyroid, is the regulator to the body, and they took the whole thyroid out. So I was a little butterball. So, but I didn't care. As long as I could put my clothes on and put my makeup on, I was fine. So anyway, I said, what do I need to do? So she said, well, you have to be a product of the product. I said, okay, what do I order? I ordered a quad, I ordered the shakes. I said, this get me started. She said, this will get you started. So we went on our cruise. I ate everything that was to eat on the cruise that they didn't nail down. I ate everything. So when we got back, I said, okay, now it's time for me to start the product and to see what it would really do for me. So I started, first thing I felt was energy, because mind you, I had retired as a school crossing guard, but now I was back to school crossing guard to supplement my income. Came out of retirement, went back to school crossing. And I was so tired. And So I got on everything and I started to feel this energy. I would walk these kids across the street. Now I'm slinging them across the street. You know, y'all hurry up. Y'all got to get across the street. And I'm like, where is this energy coming from? And before I knew it, I started to lose weight. That was not supposed to happen. And it was because I was changing the way I was eating. I started to crave more vegetables. I was drinking the shakes. I tell you, it gets really, really low. Anyway, we partnered up with my amazing leader, Warlesea. I was in California at the time. Warlesea was in Vegas. Andrea was in Oakland, California. And I decided to have an event. And they said, we will be there. You will be there? Warlesea came in from Las Vegas. Andrea came in from Oakland, and a few more partners. And we did this huge event, and it just took off. Well, I was the advertisement of my business, because everybody's looking at me and saying, "What are you doing?" They see I'm losing weight. I lost 60 pounds, and I was not supposed to lose 60 pounds, but I did. And Juice Plus, I tell you, I went back into retirement. I no longer am doing crossing guard. I said, if this business takes me back from crossing guard, this is the niche I've been looking for. I'm no longer interested in any other network marketing. This is it. This is what has me in retirement. This is what I will be doing for the rest of my life. And I thank Juice. I'm a QSSC now. I've got my income coming just about where I want it. And I just really thank Juice Plus. Anybody that's thinking about a business, especially I work part-time, but anybody that's thinking about a business, even though you may not want a full-time business, but even just a part-time business, you come to be a product of Juice Plus, and you're going to be a walking testimony yourself. And this is what really set my business off, because my kids, my relatives, they could see the changes in me. So I told you, I don't want to take up all the time. I want to thank you for asking me to tell my story. I appreciate it, and I love everybody.
Thank you so much, Renee. I think somebody said this is energy on steroids. But thank you so much. I always love listening to your story, hearing your story. But so now we're going to go to one more person on our team. Last but definitely not least, Miss Juliet Klein. We love her so much. Everybody on our team just loves her. They love hearing her story. And I know she does. I hope that she doesn't get tired of telling her story, because we love hearing it. So Miss Juliet, I won't even ruin it by saying anything. I want you to tell your story. Introduce yourself, unmute yourself, and tell your story.
Thank you all for having me. Again, my name is Juliette Cline, and I am a mother of 4 and a grandmother of 7. And I'm happy to say that because of Juice Plus, I am still here. My story began back in 2012 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And then fast forward to 2015, after I had already done radiation and chemotherapy, I now found out in 2015 that the cancer was spreading, and it was spreading fast. It was now at a stage 4. And so they asked me, well, what is your decision? Should we go through the chemo and radiation again? And I said no, because it almost took me out, that procedure, and they even had to end it. So I said, well, what else do you have that I can do? And they introduced me to a shot, which I had to take every 2 weeks at the time, called Faslodex, to block the estrogen, which was causing the cancer to spread at an alarming speed. And so that's where I was taking the Faslodex for that time. Well, fast forward to 2019, after so many issues, you know, any medicine you take, any procedures, medical wise, is gonna give you side effects. And it seemed like I had them all. Breathing issues, fluids growing in the lungs, can't walk from the house to the car. And in 2019, they said, it looks like things are getting worse. And so you're gonna need a wheelchair. It's best that you, my actual family doctor says, it's best that you just go home and spend time with your family. And so that's what I did. I quit my job, went home, and my family started coming together and putting these little parties together for me, because they weren't sure how much time that they were gonna have to spend with me. Well, needless to say, my brother-in-law, who was always trying to sell me stuff, introduced me to these plant powders at the time, and I didn't want to take them because I felt like I had tried everything that people were introducing to me that they say would help me, and it didn't work. And here I was still in the same boat. So he said, well, what do you have to lose? Just try them. And he gave me, at least I would think it was 2 months worth of these plant powders. And I have to say, within about a week, I saw a difference. My breathing, my walking, everything, all the issues that I had going on, I started noticing that the changes were being made, energy level through the roof. And I was able to not only walk to the car, but now I was walking around the yard up to at least 3 miles. And that was amazing to me. And fast forward, my blood work, because I stuck to this product, my blood work, my doctor is seeing it looking good. When I had my last bone scan, he's like, wow, you've got the bones of an 18 to 20-year-old. And I was like, wow, I'm loving those diagnosis. And even now, I think it was a month ago, my PET scan diagnosis was that everything is looking good. It looks like the cancer has come to a halt. It's not growing anymore. They're not showing it growing. The only changes I made since February of 2020 was to take these plant powders, introduce them in my life, change the way I eat, and even got a tower garden where I could get more of the fresh vegetables. Nobody else's hands is touching them. And it's indoors, it's right here in my bedroom. I love it. And the business itself, I have to say, I love it because anybody who knows me before now can tell that things have changed in my life. And I want to see that for other people too. So my goal in doing this business is to help other people, no matter what they're going through, to be able to have a better quality of life, because that's what I feel like Juice Plus has done for me. It's given me a better quality of life. So I love sharing that in business-wise and health-wise and caring about people. And I'll be doing this for the rest of my life as well. Thank you all so much.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love her story. Oh my goodness. I love her story. Our team I wish that I can put everyone on, because everyone had awesome stories on our team. And I just love everybody so much. And I want to thank you, Carol, for having us on this call tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And thank you everyone for listening to our stories.
Wow, you guys, what that, Juliet, you got me. Wow. What an amazing testimony from all of you. We're here every Thursday night sharing stories. I invite all of you to stay on. We have a training with Cheryl Cortese immediately following the call. And come back and see us next week. We're here sharing these stories of an amazing product and an amazing company. Thank you guys so much.